The opening scene of Halo 2 shows the Arbiter and his trial.
When you first saw Halo, were you blinded by its majesty?
No.
Yet the humans were able to land on the sacred ring and desecrate it with their filthy footsteps.
The Arbiter screwed up pretty royally in Halo 1 by allowing the Master Chief to destroy the ring.
Your inability to safeguard Halo was a colossal failure.
He's standing before the prophets, and he's facing them for the game that he lost to you.
After truth, this hasn't gone on long enough. Make an example of this bungler. The council demands it.
The real enemy? Well, it's those three kind of creepy dudes that you can tell are kind of pulling the strings.
Three prophets at the top of the Covenant political chain: truth, regret, mercy. Truth is the man, and he is the last word when it comes to the Covenant.
You were right to focus your attention on the Flood. But this demon, this Master Chief...
The Covenant is united under one religious banner, which is the belief that this great journey is at hand.
Soon the great journey shall begin. The weight of your heresy will stay your feet, and you shall be left behind.
He's immediately made an example out of. He's ripped of all of his rank and armor, and he's tortured. He's branded as a failure. It's at that place where the prophets come to him and provide him with an opportunity to redeem himself.
Become the Arbiter, and you shall be set loose against this heresy with our blessing.
The story of the Arbiter works at all. It works on this very personal level. I was once great. I was shamed. My responsibilities have been taken away from me. I'm going to prove myself.
What would you have your Arbiter do?
And so he becomes an assassin for the prophets.
We renewed our faith in the prophecy that other rings would be found, and see how our faith has been rewarded.
Truth has built up this religion around the Forerunner rings, and it's a completely false religion. What he wants to do is light the rings because he thinks he's going to become a god.
Halo, salvation for all.
And begin the great journey.
We don't know what the great journey is, but we know that it's probably something pretty bad. The Flood is unleashed in Halo 2. And you realize that the Flood actually has a central governing intelligence, which is this huge creature called the Gravemind.
What is that?
I am a monument to all your sins.
The Gravemind is there to convince you to not fire the rings for his own selfish reasons.
Those who built this place knew what they wrought.
Truth wants to light the rings. Gravemind doesn't want to light the rings, and you have to pick one.
Fate had us meet as foes, but this ring will make us brothers.
By the end of Halo 2, the Chief and the Arbiter have the same goal. They're both trying to stop Truth from firing the ring.
Kill the demon!
Tartarus, stop. The prophets have betrayed us. Take care, Arbiter. What you say is heresy. Is it?
People you once thought were your enemies are now your allies.
You don't like me, and I sure as hell don't like you. But if we don't do something, Mr. Mohawk's gonna activate this ring. And we're all gonna die.
Tartarus has locked himself inside the control room.
Well, I just happen to have a key. Come on, grab a Banshee and give me some cover.
The Covenant is broken. The elites have rebelled, the brutes have replaced them.
The great journey has begun, and the brutes, not the elite, shall be the prophet's escort.
There's internal war.
Hold your fire! Hunters have come to our aid, Arbiter. They will fight by our side. Yeah.
Truth thinks the moment of the great journey is about to happen. And the Chief is chasing him, trying to stop whatever this madman is doing.
That structure in the center of the city, it's a Forerunner ship, and Truth is heading straight for it. If he leads the Covenant fleet to Earth, they won't stand a chance. I'll detonate in Emberclad's reactor just like we did the Autumn's. No, I don't want to chance a remote detonation. I need to stay here.
The Chief is separated from Cortana for the first time since you first put her in your head in the beginning of Halo 1.
After I'm through with Truth.
Don't make a girl a promise if you know you can't keep it.
Leaving Cortana behind was the big emotional moment for the Master Chief in Halo 2. Cortana is in the clutches of the Gravemind, and the Flood is loose.
I will ask, and you will answer.
All right. Shoot.
Worst of all the Halos are primed to fire.
In the event of unexpected shutdown, all remaining platforms are now ready for remote activation.
A lot of disasters are looming.
Truth is in his Forerunner ship, and the Master Chief is stowed away in the back.
This is Spartan 117. Can anyone hear me?
Master Chief, you mind telling me what you're doing on that ship?
Sir, finishing this fight.
The Chief has a lot of problems at the beginning of Halo 3. The Flood is out, an unstoppable parasite that's capable of wiping out all life in the universe.
All of the Halos are primed and ready to fire.
Oh, and you left that woman that you care about? Yeah, you left her in the clutches of the Gravemind.
Chief, I can't tell you that everyone. It's not safe.
Cortana.
Nice job.
Cortana is giving us cryptic messages.
Could you sacrifice me to complete your mission? Could you watch me die?
Is she sending us a warning? We don't know what's happened to her since then.
You will be the protectors of Earth and all her colonies.
The Covenant has absolutely destroyed parts of Earth. Millions of people have died.
And the Prophet of Truth, the guy you didn't whack last time around, he's now in charge of this army of giant gorilla ape rhinos that's tearing through your stuff. You gotta shut him down too.
For your destruction is the will of the gods. And I am their instrument.
The elites and the brutes are having a civil war, destroying everything that the Prophet of Truth doesn't. And the keys to the Doomsday Machine are in the hands of a madman who thinks it's some sort of religious gateway.
In a moment I will light the rings, and all who believe shall be saved.
Your job in Halo 3 is the absolute salvation of humankind and the rest of the galaxy. No more, no less.
Humanity is sort of down to its last defenses.
There's this overwhelming feeling of desperation.
This is either the best decision you've ever made or the worst.
All you can do is strap on your weapons and go to work.
Until we kill Truth, stop the rings from firing, nothing else matters.
This is gonna be hard, even for a 7-foot-tall super soldier. This is gonna be tough.
Tower 1 approach is active. Mayday! I can't control her! Get down!
If we don't make it,
We'll make it.